We all know Blighty is in a mess. The job market is an utter disgrace for you young ones. Let's see what's on the TikTok.
I'm currently stressed out because number one, I've applied to, I would say now 200, reaching to 300 jobs, secured 2 interviews out of them, heard nothing back from the others. I'm currently finishing up my master's degree and I'm currently doing my thesis. Number 3, if I don't get a job by the end of this month, I will be kicked out of this house. How's everyone doing?
But I just want to come on here and just say how hard it is at the minute to find a job. I, no joke, have applied for every single job on Indeed. Like, I mean, not every single job, but like all the jobs that I want to do, as well as LinkedIn and other websites, and nothing is coming through. All I'm getting is emails, but emails that I've applied, nothing coming back. I don't know if it's my CV. I don't know if it's like my experience, my education, my skills. I don't know, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's really stressful. I'm on universal credit, so that's good. And I have got a work coach, which is helping. I had a job interview for that the other day. I didn't get it, but like, I'm on the reserve list. I don't know. Oh, I'm rambling on, but to say that, like, if you're also looking for a job at the minute, then we're in the same boat. And I know it's so hard to find one. I literally have no idea what I'm doing.
Toughest conditions of the job market since COVID. So if you're looking for a job right now, the job market in the UK is absolutely cooked. And it doesn't matter if you're a really senior level all the way down to entry level. Everybody is at risk. So these are 3 things that I would do to make sure I have a secure spot going into this recession. And this applies to all levels. Number 1, if you're making job applications online like LinkedIn, Indeed and Glassdoor, this is the wrong way to do a job search. That is outbound. What you need to be doing is inbound. What that means is building an amazing personal brand that gets noticed in the right circle of people and network. So you will be known for the person with XYZ skill set within a circle of people that are hiring. Which then leads on to point number 2, how to build that network. Don't just message people on LinkedIn superficially. And networking events, forget about them. Every single professional contact I've made, whether it's in business or in my career, it's been down to accidentally meeting people. That's through common hobbies, bumping into them into coffee shops and introducing myself. It's when people have a low guard so you can start introducing yourself and they're more open to talk to you. Then arranging a few meetups along the way to build and nurture that relationship. Which then leads into number 3, which is personal branding. You need to be known and remembered by people that are going to be hiring because you do not want to be in the forefront of this. Identifying your personal brand is the hardest thing to do, but effectively what it entails is how you communicate to other people about what you do and what you stand for. Then it's the art of applying that on your LinkedIn, your CV, even when it comes to like networking and introducing yourself to people, and also in interviews when they ask you, tell me about yourself. The goal is you need to be remembered for something rather than just be another candidate. And if you combine your personal brand and your network, you will not have to worry about things like this, whereas 99% of the people will because they're making job applications and they're not leveraging their personal brand. Now, if you want to learn how to build an amazing personal brand for your career, comment below personal brand and I will send you a link to a bunch of resources.
If you got a 9 to 5, I'm telling you, be grateful if you've got a job. No matter what the job is, be grateful you're earning some type of income because it's hard out here. Unemployment in the UK has reached an all-time high. New figures from the Office of National Statistics show that unemployment has risen from 4.6%, the highest rate from July 2001, meaning that 1.6 million people are out of work. And it could be for many reasons, from wanting 10 years work experience, applying for 70 plus odd jobs and not getting a phone call back, having more at the end of the month on universal credit than your actual salary, AI, illegal immigrants, whatever the case may be. All I'm saying is be grateful if you actually have a job today, because as you can see, people are really struggling.
People in the UK, I'm sure you can relate that you've seen all over the media that there's a pandemic of 16 to 24-year-olds, which is the highest actual age group to be unemployed in the UK. To be labelled unemployed essentially is that you want to work, but you can't find a job. And then the other term, which is used at the moment, is economically inactive. These people usually cannot work due to sickness. What blows my mind away is that, especially the number, which is around 950,000 people in the UK, but there is numerous jobs out there. I understand if you've not got the experience, but I'm talking about your warehouse, your retail jobs. Sometimes I think we have to just swallow our pride and just work as, yes, it's demanding physically, but mentally you'll feel a lot better and you're contributing to society. There was this guy called Neil actually on the BBC News. He's 22-year-old. He said that it's a shame that so many people that he knows are losing their potential due to the fact that they're out there partying, taking drugs, and essentially craving that instant gratification, doing those degenerate activities. And he said he was a victim of that himself, but he's come out of that and now we can see the wider picture. All right, guys, I just wanted to share that message with you guys, and I want to, if you can drop a message in the comment, just regard
1,667 of my flipping job hunt. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Now that I finished uni for the year, the job hunt's back on, it's back started, but I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't have it in me. I've genuinely been stripped of all dignity I had. I don't have any dignity. Guys, I can't do it anymore, I can't. I'm gonna still try, but I genuinely can't do it anymore. I've been applying every day again. Received about 5 rejections today as per usual. Guys, I can't do it anymore. You know, it gets to a point, yeah. I literally had an interview last week, yeah, got rejected literally the day after. It gets to a point where you have to sit back and think, maybe there's a chance that I am the problem. Because it gets to a point, yeah, where I've witnessed every single person who has been struggling to get a job with me get to their first job, and I'm still here in the trenches by myself. Anyways, by the end of this summer, just follow my journey, because I'm really gonna actually try this time. So please give me advice, please give me whatever. I will have a job.
Qualified nurse jobs in the UK at the moment. So when I qualified in November, there was actually no jobs in my trust for band 5 newly qualified nurses, and I actually ended up applying outside of my trust and managed to get a job. I actually applied out of trust because I was told, well, basically I applied for a job in my trust as an intensive care nurse, and they actually declined me because they were looking for 1 year's experience. So because I didn't want to compromise and just go to A&E or any other specialty, I actually found a position outside of my trust, a different trust that I have never trained in. It's absolutely amazing. But I know there's so many other nurses who qualified with me who don't have jobs yet, and I'm just a bit shocked at what's going on. The trust that I trained in was a really big trust, so I would have thought, and they had like 3 hospitals or maybe even more. So I actually want to know what's going on with jobs. If you've just qualified, have you managed to find a job yet? Like, what's going on? I'm very lucky to have found my job outside of my trust, but one piece of advice that I can give everybody is to apply for everywhere. Don't just think, oh, I'm comfortable in my trust, the trust that I've trained in. You know, apply for different trusts, because you never know what kind of job you're going to get. And I actually thought to myself that I'm never going to get an intensive care position as a newly qualified nurse, because, you know, that's just what I thought, but I was definitely proved wrong. So yeah, let me know your thoughts below. Have you managed to...
The job market is absolutely cooked right now for people living in the UK. The HMRC have just released their data for the payroll system. So this red line here is the 3-month average of the number of people on the payroll. Effectively, all those who just get a salary at the end of each month. You can see here at this red line, since July 2024, so almost 12 months ago, it's just been way down in decline. And if you add all of that up in the last year, almost 100,000 people are no longer on that payroll. Match this and cross-reference it with other data as well. The UK is in decline for the job market. It is getting harder and harder for people to find a job. Sure, there's things like AI taking people's jobs. You see a lot of these big companies laying people off like Microsoft, and smaller companies are losing funding or not getting business, so they can't hire people. We're now moving into this period of time in a big recession that's coming. And I think a lot of people's jobs are going to be vulnerable. So you need to assess, is your career future-proof? And if it isn't, then DM me the word career, and I'm going to send you a blueprint on how to survive the recession. And make sure you can always be employable every single time. Doesn't matter if it's a recession or you get fired or something really bad happens. Because having that security and that safety of mind, which is like, okay, I'm employable, doesn't matter what happens.
At this job fair in Westfield, yeah, bro. The amount of people coming for jobs is crazy. Like, the job market is actually finished, bro. Let me tell you something, there's people here actually desperately wanting a job, you know what I'm saying? There's people like me, or even younger, or even older, you know what I'm saying, like, wanting a job, like, it's actually crazy.
As we saw, Blighty is in a right state. I remember the 1970s and things were not as bad. People were treated like people. Life is much harder for you younger generations, but don't worry, you are not alone. See you all next time.